Hey everyone, here are 5 must-know geometry topics in less than 10 minutes. Topic 1, congruence and similarity. Let's take a look at this. The first thing that I do whenever I see similar triangles or we're trying to find a missing side, I always redraw the 2 triangles that I see from this shape. I'll redraw the first one and I'll make sure to label them as A, C, D. And I'll redraw the bigger one as well, and I'll redraw that one as A, O, B. A, O, and B. Now this is X, this is 10, this is 15. Now all of this is in centimeters. And now AO is the tricky part. A lot of students will write 12, but make sure you write X plus 12 because it's the entire side. Now from here, I can create a proportion. X is to X plus 12 as 10 is to 15. I'm going to multiply both sides by X plus 12 and both sides by 15. So X plus 12, X plus 12, and by 15. 15, 15. So right away, I recognize that the X plus 12s will cancel, the 15s will cancel. And so I have 15X on the left, and I have 10X plus 120 on the right. After some quick arithmetic, X will be equal to 24. And don't forget to put centimeters. Nice. Let's keep moving on. The diagram shows a regular hexagon. Find the value of the angle X. Now for a regular hexagon, regular, when we're talking about properties of triangles, by the way, topic number 2, getting ahead of myself. Regular means all the sides and angles within that shape are going to be congruent. They are the same. So using our knowledge of interior angles, I know that the total sum of interior angles of this shape will be 180 times n minus 2, n standing for the side, the number of sides. A hexagon has 6 sides, so 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times 180, that is 720. If we divide that by 6 to get just one of these angles, that will be 120. So what we just found is that this angle right here is 120 degrees. Now we were told that this is a regular hexagon, so these 2 sides are congruent, meaning the base angles must also be congruent. So if this is 120, we know the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180. So this will be 30 degrees, and this will be 30 degrees, leaving us with 30 plus x is equal to 120. Therefore, x is a right angle. This is a right angle. Nice. How many sides does the polygon have? The measure of each interior angle is 5 times the degree measure of each exterior angle. So let's say this is one of the interior angles right here. It will be 5 times that of the exterior angle. So we just found by adding these 2 together, 5x plus x, that equals 180 degrees. So x is equal to 30 degrees. Now, what have we just found? We have just found that the exterior angle of a polygon is 30 degrees. Now, given this should say regular polygon. We can divide 360 by 30 degrees because all exterior angles of a polygon add up to 360. And that will equal 12. And we have a dodecagon, 12-sided polygon. Topic 3, coordinate geometry. The points P, Q, R, S are vertices of the parallelogram as shown in the diagram above. Find the length of P, Q. So between P and Q, we are going to find the distance between the X and Y coordinates and add them up or square them, add them up, then take the square root. It's basically the Pythagorean theorem. So between P and Q, -4 to 0, they have a difference of 4. Plus, between -1 and 7, they have a difference of 8 squared. And this will be the length of PQ. So 4 squared is 16, 8 squared is 64. So that will give us the square root of 80 is PQ. We know that 80 is 16 times 5, so 4 radical 5 is equal to PQ. Find the coordinates of point M, the midpoint of PQ. So we simply find the averages of the X and Y coordinates, and that will be -4 plus 0 over 2, comma, -1 plus 7 over 2. So the midpoint M will be -2, comma, this is going to be 3. Letter C, show that MS is perpendicular. Show that MS is perpendicular to PQ. M is the midpoint right here. So we're talking about this line is going to be perpendicular to PQ. We're going to show that. So it's kind of telling us that MS and PQ are going to be perpendicular. Find them. So the two slopes of MS and PQ, when you multiply them together, it will give you a -1. So let's find the slope for MS first. M is -2, 3. S is 4, 0. So let's find the slope of MS. That'll be y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. That gives us -3 over 6, which is -1/2. So what do we expect the slope of PQ to be? We expect the slope of PQ to be +2. And let's see if that is the case. So for P and Q, I'm going to say y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. 0 plus 4 is 4. We got 2. We know that since they are negative reciprocals of one another, boom, MS and PQ are, in fact, perpendicular. Now, because we have that, I can find the distance PQ times the distance of MS, and that will give us the area of this parallelogram. PQ we found was 4 radical 5. MS we can find right now. Between M and S, we have a difference of 6 for the x coordinates, and for the y coordinates, a difference of 3. 6 squared is 36. 3 squared is 9. So 9 plus 36 is 45. So times the square root of 45. The square root of 45 is the same as the square root of 9 times 5. So it's 4 radical 5 times 3 radical 5. And this will be 12 times 5, which is 60 units squared. Wow, great problem here. Topic 4, circles. We love area, circumference, anything that we have to do with circles. Remind you that the area of a circle is pi r squared, and the circumference of a circle is pi times the diameter, but more commonly known as 2 pi r because the diameter is 2 times the radius. So find the area of the shaded region. We are going to find the area of this box, area of box, and we're going to subtract the area of the circle. And that will give us all these little corner pieces, but we only want one of them. There are 4 corner pieces in total, so we'll divide that area that we find, divided by 4. I always like to annotate and create an expression for what we're trying to find before diving straight in, so we have a plan. The area of the box here, since the radius is 4, the diameter is 8, and we have 8 centimeters as the side of the square. So we have 64 for the area of the box minus the area of the circle, pi r squared. It's going to be 16 pi all over 4. 64 divided by 4 is 16. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So there you have it. The area of the shaded region is this centimeters squared. Whenever you're given units, always include them in your final answer. The area of a semicircle. A semicircle is half of a circle is equal to 32 pi. So from this, right away, if we multiply both sides by 2, cancel out the pi's, we get r squared is equal to 64. So r is equal to 8 once you take the square root of both sides. What is the circumference of the circle? Well, since we have r, let's use 2 pi r. That'll be 2 pi times 8. We have 16 pi units, since we weren't given units for this problem. Our last one, topic 5, area, surface area, and volume. The 3-dimensional shapes below are mathematically similar. If the surface area of shape B, this is shape B, and this is shape A, is 22.5 meters squared. So the surface area is equal to 22.5 meters squared. What is the surface area of shape A? Okay, well, in order to find this, we need to know the scale factor. Now, from 5 to 135, what is the relationship between these two? We are multiplying by, looks like, 27. Now, volume is 3-dimensional. So we can rewrite this as a scale factor cubed. That scale factor then, K, will equal 3 because 3 cubed is 27. Now, when we deal with area, area is 2-dimensional. So when we go from this surface area of A to B, we'd be multiplying by K squared. Now, K squared would be 3 squared, which is times 9. So in reverse, we're going to be dividing by 9 to get to the surface area of box A. So 22.5 divided by 9, that is 2.5. And the way I got this is I knew that 9 times 2 is 18, leaving us with 4.5. Well, 4.5 is half of 9. So 2 and 1/2 give us 2.5. So the surface area of shape A is 2.5. Don't forget, meters squared. just like that. If you learned something new or if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and click in the description below for links to my courses.